Hi, it's Finnabair here. I want to introduce you to the new Art the Basics line from Prima Marketing. And today we are going to talk a little bit more about soft gels. Soft gloss gel and soft matte gel. Soft gels are the part of the same family as our 3D gels. When you will look at the packaging, you will see that the matte version goes into purple color, so the soft matte gel is light purple and the 3D matte gel is dark purple. And of course, when it comes to the soft gloss gel, it's going to be light blue color and the 3D gloss gel dark blue color. It's all to make it easier for you. To show you some ideas and techniques with soft gels, I'm going to use the matte version of it. But of course you can use the gloss one and it's going to work perfectly fine. Just the finishing will be different. As you can see, it's nice, liquid and totally white when wet. Okay, so first of all, our soft gels work totally as a resist. So if you will apply it on the background of your project, it will be very easy to remove the other colors which are going to be applied on the top. It's like a barrier between the background and the paint, very slippery barrier. First of all, look what happens when you apply the color mediums on the top. We start with acrylic paint. On the one side I apply it on the coat of soft gel, on the other side I apply it just on the plain paper. You can see the paint on the soft gel is a little bit more transparent and it's so easy to remove it with the finger or the baby wipe. Well, that's a great advantage for people who are not really happy with the effect they made. Now I'm applying the watercolor. It's a water-based paint that is very nice and vibrant, and of course it doesn't really want to stay much on the soft gel, especially if we spray it with water. It will start to drip right away. Even if you decide to dry it with the heating tool and later try to remove the color, soft gel will still work as a resist. The paint from the top will be so easy to remove. Well, this is not a surprise. Pigments such as e-ink or similar kind of acrylic inks will act exactly the same way. They will stay on the soft gel, but they will be possible to remove when wet, so you can use it for your advantage. Or if you wanted to keep the colored effect on your project, you just may need to use some fixative on the top. Of course, the same happens to the spray paint, such as Color Bloom from Prima Marketing. Even when it's dry, so your project is ready or more or less ready, you will be still able to come with the wet cloth or the baby wipe and remove the color if you want to. So, to sum up, our soft gels are great for resist techniques. Second important thing about soft gels is they are great glues. glues for paper, for embellishments and many more. They're perfect for flat collage techniques, for art journaling, for scrapbooking. You can apply the gel directly from the jar with a paintbrush to glue the bigger pieces of paper or lace or ribbon. But there are also other solutions, and for example, you can use the soft gel as a precise glue if you will put it in the small bottle. You can use the bottle that you have left from other projects, other supplies, as long as they're possible to open, they have a fine tip. The one I have has a very nice long tip, and it's easy for me to apply the gel just in the places I want to have it and put the very small pieces of paper or embellishments on the top of it. What is great, soft gel is totally transparent, clear after drying, so you don't have to worry about your glue to be visible. Of course, soft gel is a glue, but also it works as a varnish. Of course, resistant varnish. Here's a project I made before using soft gel as a glue, and now I'm going to put a coat of varnish on the top. It dries quickly and totally transparent, but you can use the heating tool to make it faster if you are as impatient as I am. Dry coat of soft gel makes your project sealed and safe, and if something spills on the top you can always remove it, but if you want to work further on this coat you may need to use permanent inks and permanent paints. Next interesting technique you can use our soft gel for is transferring technique. You can transfer the printed image using gel as a medium, and of course the effects will depend on the background and the amount of the gel, but they're really interesting and beautiful. Next important thing is our soft gels work as a good base to create custom paste and custom gels using our art ingredients line. Soft gels will work as an adhesive or a base for custom paste or custom glue with our art ingredients such as glass glitter, glass beads, art sugar, fine glitter or mica flakes, and of course many more. You can use soft gels and art ingredients together in many ways. For example, first apply some soft gel and then sprinkle our ingredients on the top. For some of them that are more heavy grains such as glass glitter or mica flake or glass beads, you may need to apply a little bit more of the gel. And of course, because it's totally transparent after drying, you won't see it in the final stage of the project. So here it goes. The soft gel is dry and all of our glitters, flakes and beads stay in the place. The other way, and I have to admit this is the way I prefer, is mixing art ingredients into soft gel, and this way you create some kind of custom paste. Here is the example. Combination of soft gel and fine glitter may be applied with the paintbrush or with the palette knife, and even used with a stencil. It's not very thick, but if you are careful, the effect may be really, really nice. Art sugar is ultra fine, sparkling, beautiful substance that is so fine that you can apply it right away, just dipping the paintbrush in the soft gel and then dipping it into the art sugar and painting on the top of the project, and it's going to be very beautiful and sparkly. If you prefer, you can mix art sugar or fine glitter with soft gel in separate container. Use it for your project, and then if your container has lid, you can close it and try to use it for the next time, and that's a great way of saving the leftovers. Gels and paste created this way behave in a very similar way to the soft gel, so they are resistant and they are transparent and permanent after drying. So they are great for adding beautiful sparkle to any kind of project. You can touch them and nothing stays on your fingers. You can also use soft gels to mix it with different colored art mediums, and the effects will maybe interesting because they will inherit resist effect and gloss or matte effect from the gel. Soft gels are water-based and permanent after drying, and they mix really easily. So your acrylic paint will get more liquid, more soft because of the gel consistency, and it will be easier to spread it. That may be also the way to save your half-dry acrylic paint and use it for the projects. When you mix soft gel with pigment or any other kind of liquid color, it will give it more transparency and very nice finishing effect. After drying, the glaze you got by mixing will be a bit resistant to the other water-based mediums. It may be used for a lot of interesting projects. Soft gels will work with different color mediums. They will work with liquid watercolors, with inks, with dry pigments such as primary elements, anything that reacts with water. Different color mediums give different effects, which may be used for any kind of mixed media projects. And I hope you will think they are inspiring and make you experiment a little bit. Both gels work in a very similar way. They are nice, soft, liquid, multi-purpose gels. One has more gloss and the other one has more matte finishing, but they are both totally transparent after drying. Well, I hope it gave you some ideas how you can use soft gels and you are ready to experiment yourself. If you need more information, visit my website finnabair.com or go to Prima Marketing blog. You will find a lot of inspiring ideas.